it took me a while to learn the last 10 surahs of the Quran, and still I couldn't recite them to you in order unless you're giving them to me by name, and I could go through all 10 of them. And there's a few others that I started to learn. Actually, in the beginning of Ramadan, I watched the khutbah or speech from Ustad Numan Ali Khan, and he was saying, learn Surat al-Jumu'ah, and then go from there. And well, I started, it was pretty difficult, and I got I got the first 2 ayahs done, and inshallah I'll be able to get the rest of them. I just need practice, inshallah, yeah.
That's awesome. What was it that you took Shahada?
I took Shahada in, it was September of 2011. When I woke up from the dream that I had, I lay there and I thought to myself that, I had to gather everything together, and I said, that was the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And then I had already learned Shahada and everything, so right there on my bed, I just, without even thinking, I was just, I said, I was like, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. And then from there.
Can you tell us your story? I mean, we've heard you stand tell it, but
just tell us the dream.
Oh, you want to know about my dream?
Yes.
All right, well, actually, like in the dream, what it was I was kind of standing there. It was odd because most of my dreams, I have now since I'm paralyzed. In my dreams, my legs hurt. They feel like tree trunks, and I can't move, and I'm in pain because I guess I'm dreaming because I'm in pain. But this time I was just standing there, and then a little around the way from me, I'd say about 20 feet or so away to my left. I was in a desertous area. There were like sand dunes a little, and to my left there was a group of men gathered around a person who was standing up talking to them, and it was by firelight because it was almost nighttime. It wasn't quite dark, but it was dark enough for a fire, and they had it going, and you could tell these men were listening to him intently. So I was like, okay, this man's very important. And then also to my right was the crucifix setting up that I'd had in my room, but it was like life size. And I was sitting there and I'm like, okay, what's going on, And then suddenly the man, he was standing there and he was giving hand gestures, and you could tell he was talking and saying something very important. And when he had turned to me and he looked at me and he says, look, he pointed to the crucifix and he said, look, this was a man, a prophet, he'd eat food, drink water, go to the bathroom just like every other man. He's not a god, only a prophet, just, follow God, not men. And then I woke up, and then it wasn't so long after I woke up and gathered myself. Because right when he turned to me and talked to me and told me that, I knew right then and there it was the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And then, I woke up, and then, like I said, I had to gather myself to figure what just happened, and that was real. Because at this time, I had been studying about Islam and everything, and I had learned the Shahada and other things, but I hadn't taken it yet. But then that time, I woke up, and I just, right there by myself, I did it, And since then, I'd say for the first year and 3 or 4 months, I was just trying to study on memorizing Quran and reading, and that was it. And never did I even think about understanding it, because as a non-Muslim reading it, there's a lot of stuff in there that you don't understand. And then I was searching for how to understand. Then I found Ustad Numan Ali Khan's tafsir videos, and they appealed to me very good. He speaks in an American accent, and he speaks, it's not only that, it's just he speaks to a younger audience, and, it just appealed to me. And then I noticed that as I was studying, surahs, and then I would study it, and at the same time, I would watch his tafsir videos and understand the ayahs I was talking about, and what was going on at that time when it was revealed, and what was happening, to put the ayah with the historicity where it's going on, when it was revealed, whether it was Mecca Surah or Madani revealed, and then it helped me just understand everything so much, and then it made my iman even stronger, and then I knew even more